Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Last Page podcast. We are your hosts, Mariana and Niki.
Welcome, everyone. Remember when we said we were going to read so much in April? Spoiler alert.
You guys, I told myself, I was like, 30 books in April. Like, who do I think I am?
No, I mean,
30 for 30.
If anybody could do
30,
it,
let me read 30
you.
books.
Yeah. No, actually, this is my grand announcement that I did read more than Mariana this week or this month.
Yeah.
Doesn't
I thought you
happen
were going to say
often.
that this is our official episode being 30 years of age.
It is. This is our first time filming an episode while we're 30. Last week we did post an episode while we were both 30, but we hadn't officially been 30. But we are now. So how was your birthday?
Well, oh, my birthday was so fun. I'm sad Nikki couldn't be here, but it was
I know.
honestly so nice. The weather has been unreal. Like you guys could, like the sun is shining outside of my house right now, and it's probably like 6 p.m., 6:30. So nice. Today, this morning was raining, so we had friends visiting for about a week, and they got like 80 degrees. Like if you're in America, like it literally 80 degrees, 75, 80 degrees, sunny, like unreal.
That's
and
so
then
nice.
Today it was raining, and they left yesterday, so. Yeah, it was good. My birthday was good. I went to brunch with some friends and then walked probably like 20,000 steps every single day.
Oh my God. I know. I feel like
Yeah.
Tauruses, we love to, have a brunch and hang moment, but it's more like, can I just be in my bed for the whole day? That sounds like the ideal birthday situation.
No, I know. I know. It was nice though. It was yesterday. Ben and I were out, and I was like, should we get dinner out? And I was like, you know what? I want to eat dinner on my couch. We started watching Stranger Things. He has no idea what he's getting himself. He literally has no clue. I was like, do you know anything that happens? And he's like, no, like this little boy. I'm like, she's a girl, Millie Bobbitt Brown.
Did you know that I've never watched Stranger Things?
Oh my God, Nikki. Wait, can you watch it with us? We're only on season 2.
I fear it's not my vibe.
No, it's so good.
I know. I'm just not
Like,
a fiction.
actually, it's so good. Ben is a tough critic like you, and he's really liking it.
Yeah, I mean, I do like TV shows more than movies, and I know that people are obsessed with it, and I do love Millie Bobby Brown, so I think maybe I would like it, but I've been on my Survivor kick major lately.
That's not for me. I'm not like a reality person.
Survivor's the best reality show ever, though, because it's not. I don't know. I feel like reality dating shows get annoying, which I also love reality dating shows, but Survivor is like in a league of its own, especially the old seasons. Oh my God, so good.
No, I can't. I think that I get secondhand embarrassment like way too
Yeah.
much. Like, I can't. Like, I get the heebie-jeebies.
No, I mean, people on there are very embarrassing for sure, but it's so good. I've been like binge
Wait, there-
watching the old seasons.
There's like a celebrity that I heard that is dating someone from that was like an old season of like Amazing
Oh.
Race or Survivor or something. I forget. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I feel like celebrities do go on Amazing Race. I don't think they've
Oh.
ever let celebrities on Survivor, but they're casting for or I think they're releasing slowly the cast for the next season of Survivor, which comes out probably, I don't know, later this year. And somebody was saying that there's like a big influencer that's going to be on it.
Oh,
Which is
spoiler
kinda
to you,
crazy.
Nick.
Yeah, it's actually me. No, you guys, the way that I would last probably 2 hours on Survivor, I could literally never.
I probably like couldn't even get to the location because I would get so motion sick. I'd be like, and I'm out.
Literally. I think about that. I would be anxious on the flight over there. Like, I couldn't even get to the beach.
No, I know. I think I could do Amazing Race. Maybe.
No, my God, no.
On Dramamine.
Would you rather do Amazing Race or Survivor?
Amazing Race for sure. 'Cause you get to do challenges. I don't know. I don't know anything about Survivor, to be fair.
No, Survivor is like all challenges, but they're like brutal. They're
Would
like
you rather be on
mud.
Survivor or Naked and Afraid?
I mean, honestly, I think I would like Survivor except for the surviving part.
Except that I would actually die and not survive.
Because I'm so competitive, you know this, that I would love the social, political aspect of it. Because you're basically like voting out somebody each week, So you have to kind of make good alliances, and it's like a whole thing.
I'd rather be on Traitors.
Oh my God, I would so rather be on Traitors.
Yeah, I'm
But
such
see,
a
if you
bad
like
liar, though.
Traitors, you would like Survivor. It's very similar vibe.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, okay, so wasn't there a guy from Survivors on Traitors this year? Sorry if my light is changing. The sun just went away, so. Good
Yeah,
luck
there's
editing that,
a
Nick.
lot of old Survivor players that go on Traders. Like Boston Rob was on it. Have you watched all the Trader seasons? You guys watched them, right?
I actually haven't watched a single Trader season.
Wait, shut up. Stop. I thought you guys were watching it.
So here's the thing. I wanted to watch either Traders or White Lotus. Ben chose White
Right.
Lotus.
But
So,
did you
but I
finish it?
have seen like a few episodes from the one where Ari is in it.
Yeah.
And then I love Gabby, so I know that she is like a hoot in this one.
Yeah.
And I watched an interview with Dylan Efron, and
good.
he is hilarious too. He's like kind of like a funny little weirdo, but
No, I
very
literally,
sweet.
he's so handsome and cute, and I love him. And he was
He
pretty
laughs like
good.
this. That's how he laughs.
You know who also was really good is Pilot Pete from The Bachelor.
Oh, I heard that was his redemption arc for
Yeah,
sure.
I was definitely a certified hater. Like, I don't know. This is going to be so niche. But if anyone knows the TikTok that he did where he was like,
Oh God, yes.
and it was like a dance one. Oh my God, we always
Yeah.
make fun of that. But he was actually excellent on the Traders. He like really knew what was what.
Was
You
he a
need to
traitor or
watch
was he a good guy?
that. No, he was a faithful. That's what they're called, faithful.
Uh-oh. A baddie or a good guy?
Yeah, a baddie or a good guy. But no. He was very good. Honestly, you have to watch Traders. You guys, everyone listening has to watch Survivor. You got to watch the old seasons of Survivor. A lot of them are on Hulu.
Okay, I will. We don't have Hulu here that I know of.
Oh, well, you could probably get it somewhere else. But that's where I've been watching them is Hulu.
Okay. I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready for my adventure, but Stranger Things is what we've been tuning into, and it's been really good. But what did you do for your birthday?
Well, we went away for the weekend just for one night to the inn at Rancho Santa Fe in San Diego, and it was so cute. Literally, it was a 101-year-old hotel, the lady said, and it was recently renovated.
I thought you were going to say it was 101 degrees. I would have been like, I'm
No,
out.
unfortunately, it wasn't even that hot. They have a really cute, I'm yawning, guys. They have a really cute pool there, but we didn't really get to take advantage of it because it was actually kind of rainy the day we got there. But we did have a hot tub outside of our room on the little patio, so we got to go in the hot tub, which was nice.
Oh, you're fancy, girl.
Yeah, you know, we got hosted though because I don't got money like that, but if they want to let me come create some content, I'll go.
Well, you're fancy anyway.
Yeah, but it was so cute in there.
I saw that you did your bookstore challenge.
I did. Yeah, so that was the other problem is that every year I do the bookstore challenge where I get a certain amount of time to look and then a certain amount of time to pick my books. And anything that I can carry, I get to get for my birthday. Well, normally we do it at my local Barnes & Noble. This time we did it at a different Barnes & Noble, and Ricky cut my time. So normally I get 3 minutes to look and 2 minutes to pick. This time he only did 2 minutes to look and 1 minute to pick, which is
The odds were
crazy.
stacked against you.
Yeah. Then I complained enough and he did give me an extra 15 seconds, which was nice. So I got 2 more books out of that 15-second overtime. But yeah, it was really fun.
I don't know how you just wouldn't go to like this, like the romanticy section or like the romance section and just pick all of them.
No, see, that's the problem is like I don't want to just grab everything in sight because really like I don't need any more physical books. You guys see behind me, I have so many. But I want to get ones that I'm actually going to be interested in, you know? So I don't want to just like grab blindly. But the problem is everybody always on TikTok is like, why aren't you running? And I'm like, well, it's a store. Like I can't be running. Ricky's like, you should have been running. I'm like, I'm
Gets kicked out of
civilized.
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, if you guys want to see the whole haul, it is up on my YouTube channel. I did a whole haul of everything I got, but I ended up with 10 books. Past 2 years, I think I got 14 and then 16. So it is a bit of a downgrade, but I got some really good ones. So
The older you get, the slower you're moving.
yeah, which is exactly why I should have had more time. Somebody said that they're like, she's 30 now. She's getting older. She needs more time. I was like, exactly. Thank you so much.
Oh, you read my comment. Perfect.
Yeah, I know. It's like my burner account. But actually, 2 of the books that I'm talking about today.
You guys, Nikki keeps yawning.
Guys, I'm sorry. 2 of the books that I'm talking about today, I did pick up at the challenge. So
Wow, well, I can't wait because you guys will see, had a very, very, very bad month.
why though? Are you in like a reading slump or are you just...
I'm in a reading slump. I can't. Like, I've been really busy running around.
Yeah,
We were
you have
doing a
been busy.
bunch. We were like hosting people, prepping for a few weddings that we have. I'm going back home to California in June. There's just like a lot. Work kind of got busy in April. And I came into April being like, I'm going to be 30 years old. I'm going to be sat on my couch, like so comfy. Nobody talked to me. I'm 30 and I can sit and read all day. Spoiler alert, I literally read 2 books in April.
Well, I think the problem is that you turned 30 at the end of the month, which means that the whole month, like now May, you're going to get to sit on your couch and not talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Although we are already
I won't.
almost a week in, which is no good.
So. I know, but I already have, like, I'll talk about it in my TBR, but like a few of them kind of basically bled in too, because I didn't have time to read. But we did go, you guys might have seen it on my Instagram. We went to Oxford and I read on the train there. And honestly, I could have just rode that friggin' train back and forth all day long. Like, it was so smooth. I got to read. No one was talking to me. Like, it was great.
I love that. What were you reading on the train?
And Oxford was so cute and dreamy. We take it from Paddington Station to Oxford. And it was probably like an hour and a half, maybe 45 minutes, depending. Oh. We got stuck and like our train was canceled and delayed on the way home. But we were able to get on one. Not as peaceful of a ride, but it was fine. But yes, Oxford's cute, you guys. Can you like give me recs? Because we want to go back, but we didn't know what to do besides just like walk around.
Well, this is a dumb question.
From walking.
Oxford is the whole town or the school?
Oxford is the town. Oxford University is like based there. There's like a few campuses around Oxford for Oxford University. So,
did you go to the campus?
Yeah, that's kind of like all there was that we knew to do. So like we went to a few colleges. They filmed Harry Potter and one of their, like the infirmary scenes. We went in there. I forget what it was called.
Oh my gosh.
And it was cool, but it was like £3 to get in and sit in there. That's fine. We didn't get to go into the Forbidden Library because we were late. I think it was like the Bodleian Library or something like that. And we didn't get to go in. But they have that there, so I think we'll go back. They also have like a church. They have meadows. We went to the Botanical Garden. Ooh. It was nice, but it was like, I wish we knew more what to do. Our friend Lindsay wanted to do a walking tour, and I was like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be with a guide. We probably should have done that.
Oh, yeah. I like a walking tour because then they just like tell you what's up.
I know, but I just hate like walking.
Yeah. I'm like, can we go on a tram ride? Like,
oh, that would be so nice. Or like if you're cycling, like cycle around. Okay, fair. But walking, like I was already so tired.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm such a complainer today. I'm like, we have a bank holiday here. It's Monday, and I'm just have been doing nothing all day, and it's been great.
I love that. Have you been reading today?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
I've been doing laundry. I read last night. I finished, I'll just give you a sneak peek. I finished The Charlie Method last night. Yeah, so it'll be in my May wrap up.
Your May, yeah. I know, yeah, guys, Mariana was like, well, if I finish books before we record, then I can include that. And I was like, no, you can't because we're recording later into May.
I know. I forgot. I like completely forgot. I don't even know what day it is.
I know. I feel like the months are flying by. We've had family in town this weekend and this week. And then next week, my parents are coming and we have a wedding. So it's like back to back, like crazy stuff going on. And so I also...
Will your parents be in town when I'm there by chance?
No, unfortunately not. I fear that I need to make a admission and a confession, which I think you know this already, guys. I've officially DNF'd the Poppy War. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm shocked.
I realized at the beginning of this month, I was like, look, I can't do this anymore. I started listening to it on audio because I was like, okay, I got to just get through it. I think I was at like 65%, 70%. And I was like, okay, if I just audio it, whatever. I was listening to it on the freeway and like almost falling asleep at the wheel. I was like, I can't be doing this.
It probably made it worse.
It made it worse. And it's crazy because I already know people on TikTok think I'm so stupid because I posted about it and I was like, where's the kissing? Like, I thought this was a romantasy and people are like, it's...
You're like, so...
Literally not.
When's the good stuff?
Yeah. And they're like, well, if you don't like it, you know, give it to somebody who will appreciate it. And I was like, I just didn't know what I was signing up for. And the writing is beautiful. The storyline is very interesting. I love like all of the cultural references, but no, I couldn't do it. So I'm sorry to the popular
maybe
community.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, it's just very, like, you can't go into it thinking there's going to be a drop of romance because that's what I thought it was, a romantasy. And I just was let down because I didn't know.
Who told you that it was that?
Nobody, I just assumed.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so that was my fault. But,
Well,
you know,
I might give it a try, but also one of the books that I'm reading in May is also not romantic, and so I'll see how that goes, and then I'll dive into non-romance.
I feel like I've been out of my fantasy vibes recently. Like I love fantasy so much, but it's harder to read. It takes a lot more focus, which I think was also part of the problem is I just don't have the brain capacity for that right now because it's like a very involved world building fantasy versus like a lighthearted fantasy. So it was
What
just
about when you're on a plane?
yeah, I read most of it honestly on the way and back home from Disney World in February. That's the problem. It's like I was
In February,
no,
you guys.
literally, you guys. I started it in February. I got probably like 40 to 50% done by the time I got home from Disney World, and then from then forward, I like couldn't read it. It's
Oh
so
my
weird.
gosh. No, I don't think I've ever DNF, but I'm like I think I'm slowing down in how fast I'm reading books because I'm so busy. I don't have any time.
You're just so popular. Yeah, I think that
There.
I've also heard that some people speed read their books. Like what's that? What do they call that when you're reading really fast? Speed reading, like sight reading? I don't know. Where it's like you're
I don't
skimming,
know.
kind of skimming. I'm not a skimmer. I'm like a read every word type of person, and I think people get through books
Oh,
quicker
that's
when
why
they
you're
skim.
slow.
But I just feel
I
like
don't
how do you
I don't
read?
skim, but I definitely read faster than average.
Do you skip over like some people just kind of skip to the dialogue parts? You do that?
No,
I think that's crazy that people do that.
I think that should be illegal.
Yeah, I mean, cancel me. But also, my hot take, I know people won't like this. If you're reading more than like 20 books in a month, you're not. Like, I'm sorry, but you're not. This is like
I don't
a whole
agree with
debate
that.
on TikTok. Because people
Really?
will come onto TikTok and be like, I read 35 books this month. And I'm like, you did. There's no way you're doing
How?
that. If you're listening to an audiobook on 3x speed, like that's not, there's no way you're retaining that information. I'm sorry.
Here's my take on that, and this is very new information, so I didn't know people were doing this. I think that a book should be read and chosen to be enjoyed. So if you're reading it so fast, I wouldn't enjoy that, so that's not my type of reading. But if you're actually enjoying it and like catching on and following it and like doing the giddy and being excited or being like wowed with like the writing and everything, by all means. But if you're just like no, that's not what reading is to me. So peace and love, but
Yeah, maybe I'm just dumb because there's no, like, if I listen to an audiobook faster than like 2x is my max. Like, I can't think and focus and stuff if it's more than that. And people will like read an audiobook 2x speed while working. And I'm like, are you actually listening? And they'll read the whole, I mean, if you're reading 35 books in a month, you're reading like more than one book a day. There's no way.
maybe I also am an idiot because like I can't multitask like that. Like
No, I
I
can't.
listen to podcasts on the background while I'm working or music, but I'm not paying attention.
No. The only time I can really listen to an audiobook is if I'm driving or if I'm doing chores or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, when I'm
if I
doing
lose
chores.
focus for 5 seconds, I'm already like, oh, where are
Then
we?
I'm
I don't know.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, goodbye. That was fun.
Crazy. Anyway, but you know, a lot of people get upset when people say that. So to each their own, really. But I don't have the skill for that. So that's just me.
To each their own, but like that's not me.
No, neither is I. Well, speaking of music, I have a very exciting update for everyone. I'm going to see Beyonce on Wednesday.
Oh my God, yes, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm literally so excited. And this kind of actually goes back also to the speed reading and listening and retaining information. I have to know all the words when I go to a concert. Like to me, because when we went to
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, like you guys, Mariana and I went back-to-back days to the Eras Tour in LA. We knew every word to every song because obviously.
Yeah.
Beyonce, I'm a big fan. I'm an OG like Destiny's Child fan. I had not listened to any of her Cowboy Carter album prior to like Thursday or Friday of last week when I found out I
Oh,
was going.
shut up.
I mean, I had listened to it and I know the ones that are like super radio popular, but I just never got into the album. Really, honestly, any of her past like 2-3 albums, I just haven't listened to that much. So I was like, well, shit, I need to know all the words. And most of the songs, like I'm vibing with, I'm getting with. Some of her songs, oh my God, she's fully just rapping, like speed rapping. And I'm like, girl, we need to slow down. I'm like studying the lyrics.
You're like, how?
Fully. And some of her like most fun upbeat songs are like bada, 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 bada. And I'm like, okay. And I'm literally sitting there listening to it while watching the Spotify lyrics go, you know, so I can learn. Because I have to know.
I know.
It's so
I
much
know.
more
I'm
fun.
like that too.
It makes the concert experience way better if you know the words.
That'll be so fun. I actually really liked her song with Miley. But I've also seen obviously a bunch of clips of her and her daughter Rumi, I think is her name.
Yes.
She's so cute, and it's I've seen so many videos and she's just like so happy to be there, and Blue Ivy's like, girl, calm down.
I know. Dude,
you're embarrassing me.
Okay, it's funny because in her Renaissance tour, when Blue, she let her like be a backup dancer. Obviously I didn't even realize Blue Ivy's so young. She's like 13 or 14 now.
She's only 13.
Yeah, so when she was doing the Renaissance tour, she was like 12 or 11. And I was like, okay, it's giving Nepo Baby a little bit. Like her dancing was subpar. And I was like, yes, she's literally a child, but I'm like, she's not that good. She has worked her butt off. She looks amazing.
I know. I saw
So
a clip
good.
where do you know all the spoilers and stuff?
Yeah.
Where she's dancing to Deja Vu.
Yes. And she does her like
Yeah.
strut. She
She's
looks just like mom.
So good. I was like,
So good. And her makeup, her hair, like she looks so grown. It's
she's
crazy.
so beautiful.
She's so tall.
I know she is. Well, Jay-Z is tall. I think, and Beyonce is tall as well.
Oh, I didn't know Jay-Z was that tall. Yeah, she looks just like her dad, first of all. But she's growing up to just be such a beautiful lady.
I
I'm so
know.
proud of her. Like,
They're
I can't
so
wait to see
cute.
her. Yeah, I really
I
hope that
also
she's
have
doing the show.
seen that I've seen like a few people talking about this, but how her tickets are not like on resale, like they're still like on OG. Did I tell you this already?
Yeah, the tickets aren't selling that well. My guess is that it's she just toured. Like it's 2 back to back.
I know. I thought that this was still the Renaissance tour. I don't remember her being in the US for the Renaissance tour.
She was. I remember when she came to LA because I knew so many people who went, but I feel like that was literally recently. So I'm surprised that I guess it wasn't that far after Eras, so maybe it was like end of 2020.
Oh yeah, because they like swapped,
Yeah, I
right?
don't
Like
remember.
Beyonce was in Europe, Taylor was here, and then they like basically
Yeah, and then they switched.
she was here, and then yeah.
But I think she's also in LA for like 6 nights, which is a lot. So I don't know if they're just not selling out fully. I don't know. I've never seen Beyonce in concert. I've only seen her at Coachella. So I'm excited to see like her own tour. The other problem with me learning, because I've like got the set list down, like I'm starting to memorize everything. Of course, she's pulling a Taylor Swift and she's changing the set list now. She's apparently, I don't know. I might need to check the updates on this after it was Sunday. She's apparently doing different songs for like each show. And I'm like, well, god damn it, I'm trying to learn the songs. How am I supposed to do this? I can't keep up. So
You're
I'm
like,
working
it's
on
like
it.
when you get a test and the answers are all like jumbled up. You don't even know. I feel like
literally.
I feel like I wouldn't, not that I wouldn't want to go. Like if I got tickets and someone was like, can you come? I'd be like, sure. But I don't seek her out.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I knew that the tickets were cheap, I would get cheap tickets. I don't think I would spend, not that I wouldn't spend a lot of money to go see her, but it's because I just don't have money to be spending right now. But like I've always wanted to see her in concert, so I'm very excited at the opportunity. So more to come on that.
That's exciting.
Very, very excited. I'm also excited to dress up because it's the Cowboy Carter tour, so it's giving cowboy romance. It's giving Rhett Eaton, it's giving hot cowboy. So I can't wait.
I also heard that one of the reasons why like the tickets are kind of funny is because she's like in between genres. Like she was, obviously this is a country album. People who like her pop stuff might not like this album. People who like this album might not like the other stuff. So maybe it was like, who knows?
It's funny because when the
She's so
album
fly,
first
though.
came out, I mean, she's literally so iconic. When the album first came out, I kind of listened through it once. Granted, every time I listen to an album, I hate it upon first listen. This one, I was like, I'm not really into it. Now that I've been listening to it, it's actually so good. There's so many bangers on it.
Yeah. And our friends were in Texas a few weeks ago, and Linz was telling me that at the rodeo, like the person that comes in and like introduces the event,
Hmm.
kind of comes in with a similar outfit to what she wears in her cover with like the flag, and that was like homage to the Texas
Oh.
culture of that, I think.
Yeah. Well,
If I'm
she's a
wrong, I'm
Southern
so
girl.
sorry.
I mean, I know that there's obviously so much symbolism behind the album, so I need to really look
Yeah.
into it. But the lyrics are really cool. It really is the perfect mix of pop and country and like hip hop R&B. So it's like a very interesting I mean, she can just literally do no wrong. She's such a visionary. I've never
Yeah,
heard of
and you know
such a
what?
thing.
Thank you. I would like to also thank Beyonce. So, just for being alive.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you to Beyonce. What a queen. Well, I know we don't have a ton to wrap up for April, but I am excited to hear about the ones you did read. And I know you have been reading some funny ones that I am also excited to hear about. So, should we jump into it?
Yeah, let's just jump in.
Okay, well, do you want to
Should
go
I just
first
go
since
first?
you.
Should I just do mine too first?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I mean,
Okay.
actually, we both
So,
read both of those, so let's just talk about
I know that's what I
them.
mean.
Okay, you're up.
Okay. So, my first one is it was our book club book for April, and it
Right
was a
here.
funny story. We do have obviously like a whole episode dedicated to it, so definitely go listen. Oh, I have my cover, but I don't have it with me. It was about Daphne and Miles. We kind of recapped, deep dive into it on our podcast episode. So, do you want me to talk about it, or do you want people to go listen?
I mean, I think all you guys need to know is that it was excellent. It was like the perfect summer romance book. And
It made Nikki a convert.
yeah, it really redeemed Emily Henry for me. I give it a 5 out of 5. I loved it.
Yeah, I gave it, I think, well, go listen and let me know because I forget.
If you gave it anything less than a 5, I'm going to be shocked. But
No, I think I gave it a 5. I loved it. And again, I talk about this in the episode, but I love Miles.
me
Like, I just
too.
love him. He's my favorite.
Me
And
too.
now Nikki is going to go and read another Emily Henry. So, cannot wait.
Well, I was supposed to read every Emily Henry book during
Question mark?
this month, which I did not. But her new book came out, so we need to read that.
I know.
The
I saw it
Great
at the
BBL.
bookstore. It's just so big. The Great BBL. Like, oh my God. I I just didn't pick it up, but I saw it at the bookstore and it was like a good edition. It was at Daunt actually. And I was like, oh, Daunt special edition. And I didn't get it.
The cover is so cute.
It is so cute, but it's hardcover and I have nowhere to put my books until we move apartment. So,
Yeah. I know. I want all of my Emily Henry. Well, actually, I have Happy Place on hardcover, but the rest of them are in paperback, and I'm a paperback girl, so I'm just gonna wait.
yeah, that's okay.
Well, that was the first
I
one. That was a good one though. So highly recommend. I also loved it.
My second one was another episode that we have out, and it was Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. We basically like dove into Abby's life, recapped every single one of her books, and then a majority of our episode was dedicated to Say You'll Remember Me and our feelings and thoughts and prayers around that. But let's just say that I did not love it. I'm so sorry. I think I gave it a 3 or 2 out of 5.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gave it a
I don't
3.
remember.
I mean, I
I
didn't
think
I
it was
didn't hate
3.
it, but it was, especially after talking to you more, I kind of talked myself out of it. It's funny because that one I've seen has really mixed reviews on TikTok and stuff because people are like either, I mean, Abby is great. Like I just love her so much, so I can see why people really liked it, but I think you had extra feelings because of the long distance portion of it.
Yeah. And also, yeah, I mean, we talk about it in the episode. I just felt like it was like almost there. A lot of things were missing. I wish there was more. Like I wish it was longer because there was so many elements.
I don't know that I wish it was longer.
Longer in the sense that like they should have explained the grandma situation, maybe the
Yeah.
dad situation, maybe the sister. Like it was just like a little bit of things, and I like more.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, to me, it wasn't a bad book. Like if I had just randomly picked it up, I don't think I would have disliked it so much. But I think because I love Abby's book so much, I had this expectation for her that didn't get met, in my opinion. But yes, we have an entire episode about that. I also, I'll just add this in now, read Life's Too Short, which is her third in the Friend Zone series. I read that this past month, which we talk about every single book basically that she's written. So that one I
but you
did
can
enjoy.
see that, you can kind of see the difference.
Yeah, it didn't feel, I don't know, it felt like an Abby book in the way that it had hard themes. You know, it talked about like tougher themes, which she is sort of known for. But I don't know, it felt like she was trying something different, which is fine, but it just fell flat for me.
Yeah. One of our friends texted me and was like, "Oh, I saw you guys put out an Abby Jimenez book, but I haven't read any of them." So I gave her my breakdown, so maybe we can post like our ranking just so people know where to start.
Yeah.
I told her to read Yours Truly, and because she just read it just for the summer, so I'm like, just read Yours Truly.
Wait,
I know they're out of order, but whatever.
You have to read them in order.
Now.
Yes, I think Part of Your World is the place to start with Abby, personally.
Yeah, but
Yours Truly is the
what
best.
else did you read?
Anyways, the only other one, so I read Funny Story, Life's Too Short, Say You'll Remember Me, and then the last one I read, I think I also have right here, is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes.
I've been wanting to read that one with the puzzle.
Yes, the little puzzle one. I read The Inheritance Games by her quite a while ago, which I enjoyed. This one, I gave it 3 out of 5. I liked it. It's a young adult mystery thriller type book. And it's basically about this girl who's a natural, like they call them naturals, but it's like a group of specialized teens who work with the CIA. They like pull them in and help them with they help with cold cases and stuff. And the main girl is really good at reading people. She can like tell if somebody, like what their motives are, what their vibe is, like where they come from just based on interacting with them. And her mom was killed when she was...
She's intrinsics, you might say.
Yes, exactly. And her mom was killed when she was younger. And so she's like never had closure with that. So she's trying to figure it all out, whatever. It was a very fast-paced read, super easy, super quick, kept my attention the whole time. I enjoyed it. The end twist didn't like pack the punch that I wanted. And also it was very YA. Like there was a lot of... I actually have this in a reading vlog on my channel, but I wonder if I can find... I have to read this quote for you. I remember that I said it was on page 8. Basically, it's just a lot of like really cheesy, like, you know, young adult lines and stuff, which is fine. And that's just some people's... Okay, here's an example. You ready? I'm going to read you a little read aloud time. She's talking about this guy who was in a cafe that she was looking at. Mr. Breakfast Burrito just didn't want people to think he was a wuss. Only the word he would have used wasn't wuss. Whoa there, Cassie, I told myself sternly. Let's keep it PG. And I'm like, whoa, wuss? Like, don't get crazy, girl.
Yeah, but I think she was saying that she meant to say puss.
Yeah, I know, but it's just, that's funny.
Oh, I was like, you didn't get it.
No, I got it, but it's like, oh, like, he wasn't gonna say wuss. Like, ooh, let's keep it PG. Like, it was like that, you know? So YA just like isn't normally my cup of tea, but it was good. Yeah. I liked it. So
see, I don't read a ton of YA, but I also saw if you're on your book haul that you got Heartstoppers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Have you watched the show?
No, there's a show. I didn't know there was a show.
Nikki, there is a show. I believe it's on Netflix. And oh my God, I bleep me out. Effing love that show. It's so good.
Really?
It's literally so good.
Stop.
Yeah, it's British. So it takes place here. The actor is Kit Connor. He was just on Broadway with Rachel Zegler for Juliet. I think it was called like not Anne Juliet. Romeo and Juliet maybe.
I think it's called Anne Juliet, isn't it?
No, not that one.
Oh.
The Juliet one. Whichever one Rachel Zegler was just on.
Okay.
I believe he was in that show as well. Anyway, oh my God. Like, when I saw that, Nikki, I was like, I need to tell her.
You haven't read Heartstopper?
Right now.
You didn't read the book?
No, I just watched the show. I literally watched the show 3 times.
Wait, shut up. I've seen people talk about this book so much, and I knew that it was like a graphic novel, which I didn't really realize I knew that meant that it had pictures in it, obviously, but I didn't realize that it's fully like manga, like Japanese manga. And I think I'm assuming the only difference is that it's obviously in English and then it's not backwards. Like, you know how they read the opposite way?
Yeah.
But it's like
I don't
it's
know
like a
anything
comic
about
book.
that.
And I was like,
No.
wait, shut up. And I feel like I could read it in one sitting because it's literally so short. But I'm like, this is so
Oh my gosh,
cute.
read it in one sitting. The show is so good.
Okay, maybe I'll add that to my May TBR then because I want to watch the show. That's so cute. I love
No,
when
you should.
we
It's
get
so good. The
adaptations.
actors are really good. Yeah, everything about the show is like so great.
I think there's a few books out. Do you know if the show is based on like just the first one or?
Yeah, so the first season I think is the first book. I think there was supposed to be a second season. I don't know if it's like when it's like queued up to come on, but
Have you watched The Summer I Turned Pretty? Because it's coming back.
no, I never watched. Well, actually, I did watch. I watched the last season, like the last few episodes. I don't think I ever watched like the beginning of it.
You should watch it from the beginning. I mean, the first season is the best, I feel.
The best?
Yeah, I think that the storyline gets a little bit like, meh, you know, like the first season I think is the best.
Yeah, she pissed me off.
Yeah,
I didn't really like her.
she's the villain of the story. I'm sorry. Everybody's like Team Comrade, Team Jeremiah, and I'm like, Belly is actually the worst, so.
Yeah, wait, I'm trying to remember. Did I watch it from the beginning? I don't remember.
It's pretty good.
Was she like in college or something?
No, they're in high school and it's like she's best, like the moms are best friends. So she's like grown up with these two boys who are brothers. And so she goes to their summer house.
I watched the last season for sure, but in the first season, is she in college or she's in high school?
She's in high school the whole time, I think, and then one of the boys goes off to college in the most recent season. And she like goes to visit.
I thought she was going to Finch or whatever.
I don't remember. No, I'm pretty sure she's in high school still. Is that crazy?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm Team Jeremiah though, and I fight me about it in the comments because Conrad is so annoying.
I heard that he just got married. So
in real life, the actor.
Yeah.
I think he's so cute. I think Conrad's so annoying, and I think that he is not nice. So I'm a Team Jeremiah. I don't care. You guys hate him because he's bisexual. That's the tea.
I don't know. I don't know him like that, to be honest. But I'm Team the friend. What's her name? She's so annoying.
Oh no, she's the worst.
Also, the actress that they have for her is so bad.
So bad. When it's like, hey, people make fun of this one line that she did. It's like really cringy. It's kind of like giving "Where the hell have you been, Loca?"
I don't even know, but like, I'm sorry that her acting was pretty bad.
I mean, let's be real. All the acting is bad. It's not. I wouldn't say this is like a Oscar-worthy, Emmy-worthy.
I think it's Oscar-worthy for sure. Even though, I mean, Belly's mom's acting is pretty bad.
It's all bad. Also, Conrad's singing. You guys can't be serious about Conrad. I'm sorry.
Outer Banks?
No.
Me either. But that's what it reminds me of.
Bad acting?
No, like just them.
Oh, just the
I guess
vibe.
the vibe of the show.
You know what I heard has the worst acting that I never watched is Riverdale. I think it's called Riverdale.
Riverdale, yeah, with Lily Reinhart and Dylan Sprouse. I mean Cole Sprouse.
Yes, and the redheaded
I
beautiful
actually
girl.
didn't mind it. It was bad acting, but I actually didn't mind it because it was like kind of like a murder mystery. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Well, I feel like
I watched a bit of it.
I don't know what happens in the Summer I Turned Pretty books, but apparently the show I think is kind of changing up from that. So we'll see.
Oh.
I don't know, but people really love those books.
Well, anyway, you should watch Heartstoppers.
Okay, I'm so down.
It's so cute.
That's fun. Okay, well, I'll add that to my May TBR. So now I have 5 books instead of 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we talk about our book club book? Because that's pretty exciting. That's on both of our May TBRs.
Yes. I mean, and that means I have to at least read one. So that's perfect.
And it's a big honker, guys. Quicksilver.
But everyone wanted to read it.
Yeah. Well, if you listen to the end of our last episode, we were trying to do like a live reaction of which book got picked for book club. And it was tied at the time. So we just kind of went with Quicksilver. But that did end up organically winning as well. So it worked out.
Yeah. And we went with it because we were like, oh, which one has the better rating?
Yeah. And this one had a slightly higher rating than Lessons in Chemistry. But it has this brooding, sexy Fey man on the front, which we love. Admittedly,
tell me how many pages it is.
Oh, girl, she's long. Let's see. It is about 600.
Okay. It looks huge.
It's huge. And also the text is pretty small. So let me give you like a general recap. I actually don't really know what it's about because whenever I start figuring out what it's about, it sounds quite dumb. But people rave about this book, okay? It's basically about this 24-year-old girl. She has strange powers and is a pickpocket. And she lives in this like desert land, okay? And she ends up going, it says she comes face to face with death himself and accidentally opens a gateway between realms. So she then goes from the desert planet or land to the ice
to
land.
The upside down.
And I was like, yeah, she's going into the upside down, Stranger Things, and to the ice planet Barbarians land. Yay for me. No. She's in the land of ice and snow, and she meets this like guy named Kingfisher. You know, we've talked about this before. She mistakenly binds herself to Kingfisher, and he's a handsome Fey warrior who's a little bit morally gray. So sounds like our traditional, you know, super powerful, sexy, amazing shadow wielding man with like frail, tiny, young girl who
like
saves
a little
the day.
girl.
Yeah,
Oh my god, she could barely walk.
I believe it's quite spicy. I know the second book is coming out later this year. So this could be a good read.
Okay. And I will say we had some things to say about the name Kingfisher last time we discussed this book. And people were quick to let us know that she calls him Fisher.
Which is fine. I'm fine with Fisher. That's cute.
I mean, is it?
Yeah, Fisher. I feel like that's a name, is it not?
Is it? I don't want to offend anybody.
Maybe it's like a last name, Fisher. His first name King, last name Fisher. It's better than calling him King.
So
she's like, yeah,
I am excited
King.
Ooh. I'm excited to read it, but I also have a few other things on my list that kind of keep me grounded to reality. So I think I'll be fine, but I'm excited. Again, everybody wanted to read this, so you better turn up, you guys, because we're ready to discuss.
I think I'm going to start this next after I finish my current read because I need to get a headway on it. 600 pages is a lot to be reading in the next like 2 weeks, so I need to pick it up.
Yeah, I have a few flights, so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people are like addicted to it, so hopefully we'll fly through it. But if you guys want to read that with us, please do. We changed the book on Fable, so it's available now for you to read along. And if you go on Fable on the Last Page podcast, the Last Page book club, you can read chapter by chapter with us, and it'll be so fun.
We should also do a live stream while we read, like we chapters. I think that'd be fun.
We totally should. Oh my god, you just let me know when. I'm so excited.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, should I go into my other TBR? So that's number one on my list.
Yeah,
a must. I have a few that I kind of just finished, and I know we're filming this a little bit into May, so I'm sorry for the confusion here, you guys. But on my TBR / what will be my wrap up is The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy. I have also been wanting to start it for a while, but I have been reading it in pieces because there was a point where I was like, this girl is so annoying, and I couldn't keep up. But it's essentially about this girl named Charlotte, and again, it ties back to all of Elle Kennedy's previous books, which I know Niki is just ready to dive into.
I do have something to say about that.
It's about Charlie, or Charlotte, they call her Charlie. She is a senior in college, and she's basically trying to figure out what to do with her life. She's like always a perfect girl, and she does everything that people expect of her, but she also has this side to her that is more, you know, fun and loose and just wants to have fun and like wants to just do things her way. But she's adopted. So she's always kind of been scared of like, if I do something wrong, my parents will send me back kind of thing. Like they won't want me, which is, you know, very fair feeling. So she kind of navigates that throughout the book. And then I finished it last night at around 12:30. I won't rate it, but it's on my TBR. So peace and love. Charlie Method.
Well, I'm excited to hear next month what you did think of it because I have questions about it.
Yeah.
I've heard it gets pretty crazy.
That's the thing. It didn't get that crazy.
Interesting. Maybe you'll have to send me some photos of the pages so I would know.
You guys, Nikki keeps asking me, can you just send me a photo?
I'm begging someone to send me photos of one of these spicy chapters because I fear it's a 2-on-1 situation and I need to know what's going on.
I'll send it to you. Just get it on freaking Kindle. I'll send you the bookmarks.
Let me do all my own work. What's a girl got to do to get some visual PORN around here? Anyway, well, speaking of Elle Kennedy, I am also reading an Elle Kennedy book this month for my in-person book club, The Deal, which is the OG in the off-campus series, I believe it is. Yes. Mariana, you can correct me if I'm wrong. What I have gathered that this book is about, it actually sounds very similar to what is the third book in the Icebreaker series?
Daydream,
where it's basically like a fake dating situation because the girl is like smart and nerdy and doesn't have any experience with dating and boys and stuff, but she has a crush, and so she's like, ooh, okay, hot hockey player, I'll tutor you in exchange for you helping me like make this guy jealous. And then of course they end up, getting it on and falling in love. But it's a college hockey romance. Oh, I mean, who knows what they do? It literally says it on the back of the book that they have one crazy night together. So, but I love a college sports romance, and I've heard The Deal is like, it's like you got to read it if you love a college sports romance. So I'm entering back into my hockey era. I hope you're excited.
You literally have to read it. And also, tell me if this is how you read it too, because I read a lot of college romances and I always picture like literally our campus.
No,
like there's like a bunch of stuff where it's like, and they're by the student gathering center, and I'm like, I know where that is.
Yeah, no, totally. And I always picture like not our specific friend group, but the vibes of the friend group. And like we didn't really hang out with any student athletes or anything, but we were in Greek life. So it's like when they're talking, at least in Icebreaker, when they're like, oh, they're at the hockey house, I picture it as like a frat house. You know what I mean?
And
it's like, I know like what the boys' bedrooms look like. Like it's like the funny hangout spot, like where everybody goes to study and hang out and party and stuff. And so I love a college romance because I loved college, and it just brings me back to the good old days.
Yeah, no, you'll read it. I think you'll really like it. So I hope that you keep reading.
I know. Isn't there like, what, 8 books in this series? Something crazy?
Unfortunately, there's like so many. Yeah.
Yikes. Well, I have a lot of reading to do, so.
Yeah, but you will love it.
I know. I am excited about it. I haven't read a college romance in a minute. So.
And it's short. It's really short.
Yeah. I mean, well, I wouldn't say really short, but compared to Quicksilver, it's quite short.
Exactly. Compare everything to Quicksilver.
Yeah, and also the book is smaller. Like, look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's an average normal book.
Why do they make books different heights? I would like to know. Shouldn't there be an industry standard for that?
I know. I would also like to know. Does anybody know why?
Yeah, somebody drop it in the chat.
I wonder if you get to choose.
I just don't know why you'd want like a big XL book. It's like so annoying.
Like a textbook. Oh, remember?
You know what should really be illegal? I have books from the same author and the same series that are different heights. And now that's crazy. But are they
the same publishing house?
Yeah, but I think it was just published later or something. I don't remember. Oh, it's the freaking Abby Jimenez books.
Yeah, but I think she has a new publishing house, no?
I don't know, but that PO'd me major.
Yeah. Well, let's dive into my second book. So I'm like 14% through because I was reading this on the train to Oxford last week, but I'm reading Sandwich by Catherine Newman. And if you guys remember, this was on my TBR last month as well, and I said it's about a woman going through menopause. Let's just say that I feel like maybe I am a woman going through menopause because she is me and I am her. I sent Nikki one of the chapters, but there's just like a funny scene that I'll just share with you guys, but I'm excited to read it. It's essentially about this woman named Rocky who is going through menopause, and she is on a week-long trip that she takes every year with her family. She has a son and a daughter, and she's with her husband. And the book is about her navigating like the relationship while she's going through this like internal turmoil, and also a relationship with her parents as well. So just kind of like who she has to be with the two groups of people. Anyway, there's this scene where she's like their house gets flooded and she has to go get a new bathing suit. And so she like goes to the bathing suit store. She's like, there's literally one on Cape Cod, and we always come here, and it's crazy how time flies because last time we were here, like the kids were X years old and they were like pulling on my leg, and basically just like time passing by, which also kind of made me a little bit sad.
Oh, that would stress me out.
She is in the fitting room and trying on a bathing suit, and she goes, oh, it looks like this bathing suit. I'm gonna wave somebody hello, and my left boob's gonna pop out. And then she also says like, oh, I put on these bathing suit bottoms, and it's giving me 2 butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And I mean, personally, I have been there.
When the line is like so tight in the back,
when
that
the
it's
line
like
is like
bulge
literally
and then
so
bulge. Yeah.
yeah.
No, honestly,
So I was
get it.
laughing, and I think I will really like it. But there's also so many scenes where she's like, her husband is saying something, and it's like her internal dialogue is her point of view, and she's like, "Okay, Rocky, just let him say this. Don't interrupt. Don't tell him that he's wrong. Don't." And it's like, because you know how we are sometimes. We're like, "No, that's not right. No, that didn't happen like
Yeah.
that." And she's like going through menopause. She's like angry one second, happy the next, and like just going through it. And I'm like, maybe that's me.
Well, I fear that you at least have the internal dialogue to be nice. I don't. I'm trying really hard to be nicer because I will immediately be like, that's literally not right when Ricky says something. And I'm like, you know, sometimes you got to just let him have it.
You should read this book. Has anyone else read this? Because I feel like it had mixed reviews, but so far so good. I've read like, what did I say, 14, 20%.
It sounds fun.
And I really enjoy it.
Okay, I like that. I would be interested in reading it. I feel like it's different. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, me either. So I'll see if there's anything more by her, or if maybe we hate her. Who knows? But we'll see.
That sounds fun. Well, my current book that I'm reading, I think I'm only also like 20% in, is Saving Six, which is the 3rd book in the Boys of Tommen series. So if you guys have read Binding 13, it's the 3rd book. And this one is about Joey, Shannon's brother. So Shannon is like the main character of the first one, Shannon and Johnny. And this one is about Joey and Aoife. And it's so far so good. Obviously, if you've read either of any of the books in this series, you know that it's pretty dark because they come from like a really troubled home life. And Joey is like, I don't know, he's like a bad kid. He starts getting mixed up in drugs and mixed up with the wrong crowd. And, you know, he just
It's really sad.
So just falling for this sweet little girl at school. And I love it. I just love the way she writes. It makes you feel like you really know the characters. It's like very character driven. I feel like there's not a lot that happens. Like there is a lot that happens story wise, but it's mostly just full conversations and full dialogue with the characters.
Yeah.
But I'm liking it
But
so
don't
far.
you feel like that makes it even heavier?
Yeah, it does. Because you really
Because
feel like you know them.
And you feel like you kind of are them. Like,
Yeah.
there's a few, obviously this is a theme from the first 2 books too, but like he has, you know, issues with illegal substances, and you're in his head, and he's trying so hard to be good, and then he like slips, and then it's like, oh, it's just so heartbreaking.
Well, and it's really sad too because at the beginning of this book, he's like 13 or something like that, and it shows how, because later, basically the first 2 books are in Shannon's POV, and she's his younger sister. So during those books, Joey is like older. He's like already out of high school age. But in these, we get to see kind of his adolescence and like growing into his teen years and his backstory of like why he turns out to be kind of like a hardened, you know, tough guy. And it's so sad because he just was so failed by his family, and like he's just such a protector and a sweetheart, and like it's heavy, but it's very good. I know people really love Binding 13, so the new book comes out literally this month, so I'm like, dang, I need to catch up.
And you know that Chloe Walsh, she's superhuman because she just released Taming 7, which was shorter.
Yeah, that one was shorter, and I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I love Gibbsy. That's who that book is about. So I think this new book is about another teammate, right? What's his name?
I actually have no idea.
Something about Taming 10. I don't know what it's called.
Maybe it was from the sister. Remember that, like, this is Lily and
yeah,
did I make that up?
Anyways, guys, highly recommend this series. Very, very good. And we'll see how this one goes. But it's already making me sad. So
I know. Oh,
but it's good.
And Aoife too. She's like a fly little girl.
She
and
cracks
she's just
me
like
up.
trying her freaking best.
She's like, I like you. What are you gonna do about it? She's so sassy.
And she's like, I know you like me too, so cut it out.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We're together. Okay, I know you're in love with me. Perfect.
Yeah, she's so cute. I love her.
I have on my list, again, you guys, you can see this theme. I started books in April, but I just didn't finish them.
How many books
and
are you
bleeding
reading
into
right now?
So, Sandwich was one of them. The Charlie Method I just finished.
Okay.
Then this next one is Wild and Wrangled. And Nikki, I saw you just got this on your book haul.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. I'm almost done. It's not as good as I wanted it to be, but also the whole series is kind of a funny mess. But this is about Cammy, Camille, and Dusty. And this is the fourth series of the, shoot, what is it called? Done and Dusted. The Lucky Ranch.
This
series,
is the last
I'm
one.
pretty sure. This is the last one so far. I don't know if there's going to be more characters introduced, but the first one was Emmy. The second one was the one that you have it there too, Lost and Lassoed or whatever.
I don't know all the names, to be honest. I haven't started it, but they're so
Done
short.
and Dusted, Lost and Lassoed. It's about Emmy, the brother, the big brother, the single dad, Wes, and now Cammy and Dusty. And basically high school sweethearts. Life takes them in different places, and then they get reunited, and she ends up living next door to him with her daughter, who is the daughter of the other character in the other book. So they're all like intertwined. So far, so good. Won't say much because Nikki just got it. I don't know if you're going to read it, but I'm almost finished, so I need to just freaking read it. Dang, May wrap up's gonna be good.
Yeah, I feel like you're on a roll. Okay, well, now that we're talking about it, I'm starting to get motivated, and I really want to read. I'm like ready to read. I'm ready to do it. Okay, maybe I'll read today. Yeah, I have seen really good things about that last book. I feel like people really liked it.
Really? I have not done, so maybe it'll all come back.
It seems mixed. I've heard this whole series is either you love it or you hate it kind of thing.
I think they're all very much average threes.
But they're so short.
But I saw that it came out, and I liked her in the other book, so I was like excited, and I'm still excited. We'll just see what happens, but
okay, interesting. Well,
it's called Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage, by the way. I don't know if I said the name.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any cowboy romances on my TBR, which I'm in my country era, so I really need to get on with it. But my last one is another Emily Henry book, as we've discussed, Book Lovers, because Mariana is insistent that that is the one that I'm going to like. So it seems a little bit confusing. It's basically about this girl who goes on like a sister's trip and just keeps running in. She like loves books and stuff, and she keeps running into this like really brooding, kind of grumpy book editor. And they have a bunch of run-ins, and they still, that's all I gathered from the back of the book. This is what it looks like. I hate the cover. So, unless you want to add something.
Why do you hate the cover?
I just feel like it's ugly. I don't know. It's kind of lame.
Do you want me to tell you a little bit more about what it's about?
Yeah, give us a little backstory.
So, dang, I didn't prepare for this. But basically, it's about this girl and her sister who do end up taking a trip because the sister's like very insistent, like, let's go away, I need a break. And so the main character is like, okay, like I feel like I'm a little bit worried about her, so I'll just do what she says, peace and love, whatever. She, before leaving New York City, because it's part of it takes place in New York, before leaving New York, she has a meeting because she's also a book editor, and she has a meeting with this guy. She's late, and he's like kind of annoyed, and he's being annoying, and just like very, very, like, they meet and they kind of don't like each other. She takes the trip with her sister. Guess who's there? That guy. And so the whole book she's trying to figure out why, and you kind of learn a little bit more about like why her sister wanted to take the trip, why the town means so much to both of them, both the editors, the two main characters. And it's honestly such a sweet story. I listened and I read this one, and I loved it. I think it's my favorite one.
Really? Okay. More than Funny Story.
More than Funny Story, yes. Funny Story was my number 2. I think I ranked them before. I don't remember if I did.
Dang. Oh my gosh. We need to do a ranking video. That's crazy.
No, I know we do.
Well, once I finish the 4 more books that I need to read from Emily. But so far it goes Funny Story and then Happy Place currently.
Oh, Happy Place too. Frick, I forget. Oh, there's so many.
Happy Place was cute in theory. I really loved the setting. Like, I love a summer house setting. Huh?
People You Meet on Vacation. Was good too.
And you didn't love Beach Read, huh?
No, but were you telling me about a book that you were reading where 2 writers go away to a house?
That's Beach Read, I thought.
Yeah, but I thought someone else was telling me about a book, and I was like, okay, that's literally Beach Read, but sure.
Oh, weird. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do that where
I
they just
forget.
kind of copy stories.
Yeah.
Well, that's really all that I put onto my May TBR because I'm worried about Quicksilver. Quicksilver. I'm worried about Quicksilver taking up my entire month. So I didn't
But
want to get
slow
too
silver.
greedy. Yeah,
Um,
slow. Stupid. Slow silver.
Stupid. I have two more, but they will be very quick. So one is the Great BBL, Great Big Beautiful Life by. I also put Great Big Beautiful World.
Dude, it
Is
feels
it
like
World?
no, I think it's Great Big Beautiful Life, but it feels like Beautiful World, but it is the Great BBL. I can't believe
Yeah,
she
so
did that.
The Great BBL by Emily Henry. Again, this was on my TBR last month. Bringing it over to May. It's about Alice. Oops. I'm reading the wrong one. It's about two readers who are competing for the chance to write a very prestigious life story of this like really fancy, important lady. And so they
Oh.
both go to her house and she gives them each a part of her life and they both have to write about it and then she'll choose which one. But it's like they're
It's
not writing
giving
at the
Evelyn
same time.
Hugo.
Right?
Yeah.
It's giving oh shoot, what was that that show with Natalie Portman and that guy from Riverdale and
I have no idea.
Julianne Moore?
I have no idea.
It's giving that. Anyway,
Huh.
so great BBL coming up.
I would love to
I'll
read
let
that
you
as
guys
well.
know. Yeah, but it's not on your TBR. I think you're not committing.
Guys, I'm worried about May. I can't lie. I'm ready to lock in. Okay, you know
As am
what?
I.
Let's do it. I'm reading all 4. Maybe I'll read 5. The
Okay.
Scout's honor.
See you guys in 3 weeks, and we'll see what she did.
You're a hater.
Okay, and my last one comes out tomorrow, actually, and it's
Ooh.
by my girl Carly Fortune. Comes out May the 6th. So now you guys know we're recording this on Cinco de Mayo, the day of my people.
I forgot it was Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, should I order tacos and guac?
You're
Or should I
going to
make
get
it
good
like a
tacos in London?
true
Where?
Mexican. Shiz. I should have celebrated.
I had Mexican food
regret.
last night. I didn't even know. I have my leftover
Dang.
seat today. Happy Cinco.
There you go. You're such a supportive friend.
Yeah, you know me.
One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. And I'm very excited because this one ties back to every summer after. This is about Alice, who I referenced a little bit ago, and Charlie. And I think Charlie was the brother of the first book. I forget his freaking name, but I'm going to call him Oliver. Peter. Alice goes back to the island where all of her books take place. Basically, Alice goes back to the island. She is taking care of her grandma because her grandma's a bit sickly. She goes back, takes care of her, and kind of is reminded that she had been there many, many moons ago when she was just a teenager. And she had taken a photo of these 3 people on a yellow boat, which is from the first book. And she ends up basically recognizing one of the guys from the photo as Charlie. And they kind of end up meeting, sweet, peace and love. But apparently she's a very important photographer. And she has basically become famous off of that photo that she took of them a long time ago. Yeah, and so like that kind of kicked off her career in a way. I might have this all wrong. But anyway, she goes back, takes care of her grandma, and meets Charlie again. And we will find out what this has for us. But I'm excited because I love Carly, so whatever she puts out I will read. And I did see on Goodreads, I think people got like her arc and have rated it really good, maybe one of her bests.
Dang, I feel like she has good summer reads. I really need to get it together and I need to read.
She does have good summer reads, and I don't know why this reminded me of that, but Ben got a time hop on his phone today that we went to Catskills 2 years ago, like this weekend.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need some good little like summer friend reads. I do want to read Carly Fortune. Oh man, I have just so much to read, so little time.
I think in June, read every summer after, and then go from there.
Okay. And then you can read 7 days in June.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah, but those are it. I only have 6 this month. We'll
Okay.
see. I'm like half. I already read 1.
Yeah, you're
Two,
already on the
three.
way. And I think I'm about a third of the way through one of mine. So. Guys,
Okay, perfect.
maybe please let us know what you are planning to read in May.
I want to know.
And like what kind of books, let's see. I would love for you to give us recommendations for books that are fast paced but really good, like quick, easy read, super will keep you hooked, something to get out of a reading slump. Like what's going to energize us again, you know?
I know I have been in that slump and I kind of like, I'm annoyed at myself for it, but I just need to make time and just, again, be very intentional about what I'm reading, what
I
I
have
want to
something
feel.
you could read to get out of a reading slump that's fast and quick and easy.
Okay, we're going to ignore her. Everybody just pretend Nikki isn't there.
Ice Planet Barbarians. ASMR.
No. Cool,
well, thanks for partying with us today,
so
guys.
that's me.
Yeah, sorry, this was a bit of a shorter episode. Unfortunately, we're not coming with like crazy amazing book recommendations this month because we've had a bit of a
As we usually do.
Yeah, well, usually, we have really excellent recommendations, but I'm feeling good about May. I know we're 5 days in, maybe 6 when you're listening to this, but I'm feeling remotivated. Anytime we get to talking about books, I'm like, dang, I love to read, so I'm locked in.
I know. And truth be told, I am very disappointed in myself because all I had was 2 books and they were forced reads for the show. So
yeah,
I'm annoyed at myself, but you know what? Peace and love. You guys let me know what you are reading this month and then maybe I will steal one of yours and replace it into mine.
Yeah. And you can leave comments on Spotify as well. I know a lot of people don't know that. I did not know that. So comment on YouTube, comment on Spotify. You could probably comment on like Apple Music and other platforms that I'm not privy to. But thanks so much as always for listening.
You can comment on our DMs.
Yeah, you can DM us. You can comment on our TikToks. You can comment on our Instagram. You can comment on our personal stuff. You know, we just love to hear from you. So,
and Nikki and I are brainstorming a way to meet more people in person.
Yeah, if you live in Southern California, keep your eyes and ears peeled because hopefully in June we will be doing a little meet and greet so we can hang out with you guys because we would love to make more book friends in real life. So,
I would love to make book friends in real life.
I would love that. But I think that's all we got for today, unless you have anything else you want to say to the people.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Well, how do you say Happy Cinco de Mayo in Spanish?
Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
Feliz Cinco de Mayo, everyone.
Beautiful.
Thank you. All right. Bye, friends.
Bye. Adios.
Adios.